The news was, spreading then about the COVID. At that time, the government hadn't even set up, rules that people should stay indoor at that time. But I was communicating with my staff, educating them as well about it. And I wanted them to believe that this thing really exists. So sometimes when I have videos, I show them and all that. So it came to a time when I saw that this COVID pandemic was getting really serious. So I decided to tell them to go on a break, like a 2 weeks break. And when we come back, we'll be able to continue business as usual, because I took this pandemic very seriously. Not knowing that this 2-week break was going to be, that was it. And they couldn't come back. And it was like, they were saying to me when they were calling me on the phone that, Madam, did you really know about this thing that the government? I said, no, but we have to be, that's why technology is so important. We have to be aware of what's going on around us. Ereke Paints was born in 1985, and we started on a very small scale then at Orile. I was still very young then, and my dad, who's now late Prince Abiodun Afolajimi Okpanubi, he was actually the technical director of CAPL then, that we know as Dulux Paint. And so when he left there, a few months later, Ereke Paints was birthed. And when he started on a very small scale at Orile Igomo at that time. And we started with wood finishes. We didn't actually start with the decorative paint. We started with wood finishes and lacquer and all that. And then in 1987, we moved to this location here in Ojodu. And we introduced other product lines like the decorative paint, which we call texture, emulsion, gloss paint. And then we introduced an anti-corrosive paint called red oxide primer. It's an industrial paint which is used in industries and all that. So we've been growing gradually like that. My father now introduced a product called body filler, Ereke body filler, and Ereke putty. Mind you, those two are not paint products, but they go along because they go along with car paints. And so he went on this journey of research and development and was able to produce those products, which the painters and the panel beaters really appreciated too. I want people to see in the next 5 years that whenever they have a project, all they think of is Ereke Paint, because it's just a one-stop area where all their painting requirements are met. And that's what we're looking at, where we can just meet everything you need about painting. If it's advice you need about painting, these colors you need, what type of paint, and how it's going to be applied on your wall. We have experts that will do all that on your wall. As I said earlier, the refurbishment, converting a house that is looking, maybe has this old look to a very new look. So those are the innovations, those are the plans that we're having, that in the next 5 years, by the grace of God, we will have been able to accomplish that. Not just making paint, like the decorative paints and all that. We also offer services like painting on your walls, your buildings, and we also offer painting tips, because not everybody knows about paints. So they need to be educated about the paint types and what their purpose and use are for. We advise you in such a way that you save cost, because if you are ignorant about a particular thing, you will spend more money on it. So we offer those services. At the moment, we don't offer extra services on that. We want to create an edge over other companies that do. Customers feel free and comfortable and happy. Ereke Weather Shield Paint, emulsion. Now, what is Weather Shield emulsion? Because when you go out in the market, you'll find out that there are some paints they call emulsion. There's a difference between weather shield. The word weather, that term weather, tells you that that particular paint product, it's of a very high quality that can withstand the harsh weather conditions. Be it when it rains and when the sunshine is harsh, the color will still remain there. It will still be intact. And the normal emulsion is advisable to use those type of emulsion because they are put into different categories. We have the matte, which it's advisable to have that indoors. So we call those ones interior paint, while we call the Ereke Weather Shield emulsion as an exterior paint. We also produce gloss paint. I mean, a lot of people are aware of what gloss paint is. Gloss paint is usually applied on metals and on wood furnitures as well.
Ereke Paints Ltd commenced operation in the word coloring since 1985. We enlighten you with paint tips for your project. We produce affordable, quality and long-lasting paints for homes, offices and industries. Our paints last onwards from 8 to 10 years. Quality is our unique asset, and that's why our first relationship with our customers lasts forever. We strive to keep at being the best. We keep on track of what's new. We learn, unlearn and relearn. Visit our office at 3 Ereke Avenue, Ojodo Abiodun, Ikeja, Lagos. You can also call us on 0703-916-7044 or email us ereke_paints@yahoo.com. Ereke Paints, one coat does it all.
Well.